good for him that he won like that, and there's a big question in the minds of the fans.
Spoke about that he shouldn't have.
Oh.
Because it's a time and a place for everything. I'm not gonna say he's right, and I'm not gonna say he's wrong.
Floyd Mayweather has made a lot of money in his career. It appears he also owes a lot of money, too. The boxer apparently owes...
Boxing legend Manny Pacquiao has finally spoken publicly about the surprising FBI investigation reportedly involving his longtime rival Floyd Mayweather. As speculation surrounding an alleged $42 million fraud scheme continues to grow, fans and analysts have been waiting to hear Pacquiao's reaction. Staying true to his usual composed and thoughtful nature, Pacquiao answered questions about Mayweather's reported legal troubles with honesty, hinting that there are still unresolved issues and untold truths left behind from their historic rivalry. As the controversy continues to unfold, his remarks have reignited discussion across the boxing world, bringing fresh attention to one of combat sport's greatest rivalries.
All right, now Floyd Mayweather Jr., there's a story circulating that Business Insider did talking about this $400 million property deal that he had been discussing here in New York City. But now, according to Business Insider, it's not what you think it is. They said there's no evidence there's been a sale of these properties, and it's 62 rental apartment buildings in Upper Manhattan. Here is what Floyd Mayweather had said at the time on a video that he posted on his Instagram.
I love bringing people into my lifestyle, showing people how I live. Now, I know you guys see me on the record talking about real estate. Well, lately, I purchased 62 apartment buildings in New York City. And what I need you guys to do, slide over and check out the photos. It's not all 62 buildings. It's a few buildings, but guess what? All the buildings belong to me.
The rivalry between Manny Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather remains one of the most iconic stories in boxing history. Their long-awaited clash in 2015, promoted worldwide as the fight of the century, was the result of years of negotiations, tension, and complicated contract discussions. Although Mayweather ultimately earned a unanimous decision victory, the event was surrounded by controversy, particularly because of disagreements over pre-fight drug testing and Pacquiao's undisclosed rotator cuff injury.
What would have been different had they fought, let's just say 5 years earlier? Because everybody believed they wanted that fight. We had been clamoring for that fight for 5-10 years. Had they fought 5 years earlier, is the outcome any different?
Let's just say it would have probably been a controversial decision.
Okay.
You know, like a closer fight.
Mm-hmm.
But I still think that Floyd probably would have pulled it off. I really do think so. Pacquiao at the time, when he was coming up, when I fought him, he was literally a Pac-Man.
Right.
He was just chomping at me like there's no tomorrow.
Right.
He wouldn't stop. He wouldn't stop throwing punches. That Pacquiao probably gives Mayweather a better fight.
Wow.
Yeah. I don't know if he wins, but he gives him a better fight.
Right.
Yeah.
And so you feel this fight happened a couple years?
A little too late, you know?
Manny Pacquiao he's not a better fighter than me.
Floyd, what is your assessment of Manny Pacquiao and his shoulder injury?
Come on. I mean, this is ridiculous. Excuses, excuses, excuses. He was throwing combinations. Everything seemed just fine. He lost. He know he lost. I lost a lot of respect for him. You know, you fight. If you lose, it's okay. Mayweather was the better man. We fight 10 times, I'm gonna win 10 times. We fight 20 times, I'm gonna win 20 times. We fight 100 times, I'm gonna win 100 times. Manny Pacquiao, you're not on my level. Manny Pacquiao, you will never be on my level. Period. Simple and plain. It's okay to be number 2. It's okay to be right behind me. It's okay. I won.
In September 2021, Pacquiao officially announced his retirement from professional boxing so he could dedicate himself to public service. He later entered the 2022 Philippine presidential election, but his campaign was unsuccessful. Despite falling short in that race, Pacquiao remained an influential public figure by continuing his work as a senator while actively supporting and leading numerous charitable and humanitarian projects.
On Manny Pacquiao's retirement.
One of the greatest fighters we've ever seen. Never ran from anybody. Had completely respected the sport of boxing. Was an ultimate champion. And I have to tell you, one of the nicest human beings you'll ever meet on the planet Earth. I mean, when people, I want to just say this real quick because I know we got to go because we got one more thing to discuss, Marcus.
Yeah.
When people talk about Manny Pacquiao and they say stuff like, well, he's fighting for money. I would like y'all to know that there are people who line up in the streets of the Philippines just to come get some money from him. He's very charitable.
Oh, yeah.
That's why money was compromising, because he's a giver.
Reports later emerged indicating that Pacquiao had begun an intensive training camp for a planned exhibition bout against renowned Muay Thai star Buakaw Banchamek. The proposed event was expected to become a major commercial attraction, with estimates suggesting it could generate a financial payout of around $25 million.
You know, Buakaw's style is good for the Muay Thai sports, and I don't know that boxing is different than Muay Thai, and you know we're going to fight in boxing, so you know what I'm talking about. It's hard for him to adjust without using elbows, legs like that. So it just, you need to train hard and work hard because it's hard to, it's very hard to focus.
Although Pacquiao has now commented publicly on the ongoing federal investigation into Floyd Mayweather's alleged connection to a $42 million financial fraud, the history between the two reveals a far more complicated relationship. Back in 2009, Pacquiao filed a high-profile defamation lawsuit against Mayweather after public accusations that he had used performance-enhancing drugs. The dispute was eventually settled outside court in 2012, with each side covering its own legal expenses, while the Mayweather family issued a formal clarification stating they had no evidence whatsoever that Pacquiao had ever used banned substances.
And Dan, what is Pacquiao hoping to accomplish with this lawsuit?
Well, I know that the negotiations for this fight have been ongoing, but I just got off the telephone with Daniel Petrocelli, who was the attorney for Manny Pacquiao, literally moments before coming on the air, and I asked him that exact question. And his point was, regardless of whether or not they're negotiating this fight, that that the comments that they alleged that the Mayweather people had made were irresponsible and reckless and malicious, and they had to answer it no matter what. And so they felt like they had no choice but to file the lawsuit regardless.
Mayweather's legal issues extend well beyond his rivalry with Pacquiao. In 2018, the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission accused him of violating disclosure regulations by failing to reveal that he had received compensation for promoting certain cryptocurrency offerings. He eventually settled those allegations by paying significant financial penalties and agreeing to a multi-year ban from promoting investment securities.
Nothing is back.
Correction, Mr. just got unbanned from scamming is back. This time, he's selling NFTs. Now, I'm going to tell you guys this is an obvious scam if you can just read the signs, but since Floyd can't read, I'm going to explain it to you all by telling you the history of Floyd Money Mayweather and crypto. Our story starts in 2018 when Floyd Mayweather was banned for 3 years from promoting securities after scamming his fans with an ICO called Cintratec. He was promoting tons of these ICO scams at the time, and he also narrowly avoided an ICO fraud lawsuit for the same thing under the defense that he wasn't actually influential enough to convince people to buy the scam. And now that it's 2022, his 3-year securities ban is over, and he's back to scamming again. He's currently being sued once again for his promotion of Ethereum.
Likewise, Mayweather's involvement in promoting the cryptocurrency Ethereum Max also drew major legal and regulatory scrutiny. Alongside several well-known celebrities, he was named in a class action lawsuit alleging they misled investors through promotional statements that contributed to significant financial losses after the token's value collapsed.
Judge has dismissed a lawsuit against reality star Kim Kardashian, boxer Floyd Mayweather, and other celebrities over their cryptocurrency endorsements. Investors in the Ethereum Max, which is not affiliated with the popular Ethereum token, filed a suit back in January. So this suit claims celebrities conspired with Ethereum Max to promote the token to boost its value so company executives could profit by selling the holdings. The judge said the lawsuit raised legitimate concerns. However, he dismissed the suit because it didn't say where, when, or even if the plaintiffs.
The reported federal investigation is primarily centered on allegations that Mayweather was connected to a deceptive financial operation valued at approximately $42 million. Although official court filings and detailed legal information remain limited, the developing story has attracted widespread international media attention, placing additional scrutiny on Mayweather's legendary boxing career.
happening with Floyd Mayweather that we were all cheering and congratulating him from, but we might need to put a pin in that as some evidence comes forward that things may not be how they seem. So a couple weeks back, I talked about it here on the show. Floyd Mayweather said he dropped $402 million on 62 Manhattan rental buildings. But Business Insider went and did the research. They did their Googles, and they said they couldn't find any receipts that this is true. There were no deed transfers, no public records, nothing. They made some phone calls to owners, and they could not find any information regarding this transaction. Floyd has gone on interviews and discussed it. You know, of course, 50 Cent dropped in with his troll thing and put the interview up and the information about it and said he bought them in his imagination. Same place he read all those Harry Potter books. Because 50 gone 50. My question is, does Floyd, was he swindled?
Mayweather has repeatedly insisted that he is the sole owner of the reported real estate portfolio, stating that no co-investors are involved. He described the acquisition as part of an effort to provide affordable housing for hard-working, lower-income families. According to those claims, the residential properties purchased from Black Spruce Management qualify for Article 11 tax benefits intended to preserve long-term affordable housing.
And I'm pointing like this because all of them. We're in New York City right now. We're in Manhattan. That's what we do. Come on. You know what I do? All this money made. No partners. All by myself. Over 1,000 apartments. I'm just getting started.
Beyond that reported transaction, Mayweather has invested substantial amounts of money into several large-scale commercial real estate ventures. He reportedly owns significant interests in a massive $10 billion commercial office portfolio managed by the 601 companies, including landmark properties such as Chicago's Aon Center and the historic Old Post Office. These investments reflect his long-term ambition of building a highly profitable and influential real estate empire.
Meant that Floyd was buying a $402 million multifamily portfolio called the Black Spruce portfolio. A source revealed to The Real Deal that he went into contract to pay $402 million for a 1,000-unit affordable housing portfolio of more than 60 buildings. These buildings are concentrated in the Upper Manhattan area, and this deal would make for one of the city's biggest multifamily deals of the year. Anyways, we know Floyd is big on putting his money into commercial real estate deals, but a 1,000-unit multifamily portfolio is a massive buy, even for a guy like him. The question is, why would he, or anybody for that matter, be interested in buying all of these affordable housing units all at once? Well, for one, some of this portfolio is reported to offer a tax exemption due to the fact that the majority.
Throughout his career, Mayweather Jr. has become synonymous with enormous earnings, reportedly generating more than $1.1 billion during his time in professional boxing. Even so, critics, including former close friend and rapper 50 Cent, have questioned how sustainable his wealth truly is. During a 2020 appearance, 50 Cent argued that Floyd's extravagant spending habits may have significantly reduced his financial reserves, suggesting his actual net worth could be much lower than many believe. As the rapper put it, "It's a cycle of fighting, collecting the check, burning through it, and fighting again. With that kind of overhead, the capital disappears. Take my word for it."
Does Floyd Mayweather, is he as rich as we think he is?
No.
So when we see the $1 million in the bag,
that money light money. Like, he can get his hands on that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if you can't.
I need some of that light money then. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Anytime like that, look, he is who he is. You
Right.
can't discredit who he is. Like, and again, I'll tell you, like, I don't mind, telling the truth.
Popular podcast host Joe Rogan has also suggested that Floyd is often remembered less for his technical brilliance inside the ring and more for his constant displays of wealth. While recognizing Mayweather as one of boxing's all-time greats, Rogan has consistently dismissed the idea of Floyd competing in mixed martial arts, arguing that he would be completely outmatched inside the cage. His comments reflect the belief held by some analysts that Mayweather's success may not translate beyond the boxing ring.
Since wants 6 to 8 months to train. He's screwed. First of all, they should give him everything they can get their greasy paws on to get him to fight Conor in an MMA fight. You'd be screwed. It's not just getting screwed. Like someone said it should be 1,000 to 1. That's not high enough. It's not high enough. If Conor McGregor was going to fight Floyd Mayweather in MMA, it is as close to 100% as anything ever gets ever. He's probably going to punch Conor in the face a couple of times. It's probably going to, but Conor's going to get a hold of him. And then he's going to be like a baby. And if that doesn't happen, he'll kick Floyd's legs out from under him. He'll kick his legs sideways. He'll kick them from the outside. He'll kick them from the inside. He'll stay way away from any sort of a range where Floyd can punch him. It'll be a completely...
On another occasion, Joe Rogan described what he considered an example of Floyd's extraordinary influence within boxing by recalling an incident in which Mayweather reportedly requested and secured the removal of a referee during an event. Rogan argued that only someone with Floyd's level of commercial power and industry influence could accomplish something so unusual. In his opinion, the story demonstrates how Mayweather's financial success has often expanded his influence beyond simply competing inside the ring.
Mayweather hit him behind the head. So Floyd fired the referee in the middle of the bout. Floyd throws this punch, and he's 100% correct. The punch landed the side of the head. It's a right hook. It's a perfect punch. And the referee was saying, watch the back of the head. He's like, what the fuck are you talking about? And so he kicks the guy out, and they bring in a different referee who finishes the...
And let me tell you something. Your career simply doesn't pay what mine does. Everything is relative, of course, but your income isn't anywhere close to my level. That's really what this comes down to. I have the ability to earn $200 million in just a year and a half whenever I decide to because I can always return to boxing and generate another massive payday. Does that bother you?
Well, it depends.
Your job don't pay like my job.
That brings me to another point.
I can make $200 million in 18 months because I want to, because I want to come back and still.
During his remarkable career, Mayweather headlined some of the highest-grossing pay-per-view events in boxing history. His historic 2015 fight against Manny Pacquiao generated more than $600 million in total revenue, while his crossover bout with UFC superstar Conor McGregor 2 years later reportedly added another $300 million to his personal earnings. Those record-setting events briefly placed him at the top of Forbes' list of the world's highest-paid athletes. Even so, media personality Stephen A. Smith warned, no amount of money can protect you if your spending habits assume unlimited wealth.
Mayweather, they actually love even more. As the sun clearly set on the boxing career of Mayweather, many can reflect on a lot of things about the man. He wasn't a Mike Tyson-like knockout artist, or even Tommy the Hitman Hearns. To many, he wasn't even Sugar Ray Leonard. He certainly can't be confused with Muhammad Ali or any other fighter who's ever been socially conscious. No doubt he was guilty of domestic violence, as our very own The Undefeated accurately pointed out. He definitely had his share of boring fights that didn't give the people what they actually wanted to see. But that ain't the legacy these athletes are paying attention to. What they're paying attention to instead is the $1 billion plus Mayweather has earned in his career. How box office he made himself. How he's been his own boss, answerable to no commissioner, no owner, no GMs, and barely even the fans for the last decade in achieving unprecedented wealth, fame, and control of his own name, his own brand. And how despite strenuous efforts by so many to bring him down, they simply weren't able to do it. You want to see an athlete drool? The idolized displaying deference and respect?
Floyd has never hidden the fact that building wealth remains the driving force behind everything he does. He has publicly stated that he hopes his children will eventually follow the same career path and become involved in similar business ventures. According to Mayweather, his ultimate goal has always been creating lasting, multi-generational wealth that benefits his family for years to come.
Even like when my children, all four of my children are adults. And I told them, no more handouts. Because I feel like I'm hurting my children just by, I give them money, they go shopping, they put gas in their car, they party, they come back, I need money. I give them money, I buy them houses, I buy them cars. Told them, listen, if you guys go to school or you work in one of my businesses, then you can branch off, get your own business, and I'll put the money up to help you start a business, but I need you guys to take what I've already started and triple and double that, and then I need my grandchildren to come behind you.
So, how do you interpret Manny Pacquiao's honest response to the reported federal investigation involving Floyd Mayweather? Do you believe Floyd will eventually clear his name, Or could this mark the beginning of serious damage to his reputation? Share your opinion in the comments below, and don't forget to join the discussion.